Alright, so we got back to it this week. Yesterday I did an early video just because I wanted to let the day play out and focus on trading, but we both did alright. I made a pretty solid trade that I'm going to get to. Skylar ended up on the day, trying some swing trading overnight, so that was pretty cool. But today I was at work. I have another job. I have a job where I'm like hands-on, so I can't really focus on the charts very much. So I hit a trade really quick. It hit my take profit, and it was $84 one micro contract. So it was nothing special. I'm not gonna show that trade. But yesterday I hit this nice ass trade. We dumped off. Obviously I had a bearish bias from high time frame and just what the market's been doing. I mean, it's pretty hard not to have a bearish bias a lot of days the last couple weeks. But as you can see, we get a 5-minute fair value gap, nice, at 10 a.m. It's exactly what you want to see. We get retracement, beautiful. Barbecue chicken from here, right? We wait for our 1-minute order flow to disrespect bearish, which it did. I think I got like a little 1-minute fair value gap to the bullish side, and then I got an inverse. And that inverse happened right here where I entered with about a 2.64 to 1. I just traded down to a previous draw on liquidity. I actually set my TP just above it for the amount of losses I took last week. So whatever I lost last week, I made all back in this one trade. All it took was one trade, locking in over the weekend, and learning some more things. Starting to use high time frames more. That was my biggest thing, my biggest focus over the weekend. So we hit this trade. It was a really nice trade. One of my best trades yet. I'm pretty proud of this one. And on the week, you can point it back at me. On the week, I'm up about $460, $470, and it's only been 2 days. So we've got 3 more days, and my hope is to go up probably my goal this week is just to be over the 52,000 threshold, and I'm already at 51,963. So basically I just want to be up 100 more bucks, but I don't really like setting like goals. I just want to be able to learn and then reap the benefits of learning. So we'll go with the flow. All right, today was a good bad day, and I'm gonna combine this shit with the last little clip I made about Monday and Tuesday trades, because today's Wednesday, and like we had a good day. I mean, we're like putting shit together, and we're loving to see it. Like, it's just going good, but like we could be more optimal is what I'm gonna get at here. So we have CPI news today, right? You can point the camera at the chart. Make sure it focuses. You gotta click that. There we go. Okay. So you get our CPI news, right? The high comes all the way up here. This big ass block I got marked out as a 4-hour fair value gap. And at 10 a.m. it got closed out of, so it respected. Anyways, price gets to this high, and we have a fat ass SMT divergence, right? From here to here, from here to here on NQ, it's a higher high, right? But on ES, it surely is a lower high. So off of that, we take this trade, and I end up taking my profits down here because I was gonna sell off 50% at the most previous low, but I missed it. It hit it and retraced off of it. So I was like, fuck. So I took my profit like not even as low as this green, right up in here for like 200 bucks. I had my full TP, like when this was actually like, cause this isn't like how it was when I entered the trade. I had it all the way down at this key level right here, which is like a pre-market low and not quite a London high, right? But obviously, but it was like a London shelf. It would have been a $760 trade. Well, I didn't hit it all. I caught the move only down to here. My mistake on taking that. My mistake. Should have waited it out, obviously, right? So we're out of that with about 200 bucks, and I'm like, okay, I'll look for one more trade today. Well, we almost get perfection here, if you want to point it at the. We get a. So from this swing high to this swing low, right? That's what we're considering. We get a retrace into EQ. Okay, let alone we have our order block right here. These 4 blue candles is tapped into, and our breaker block right here. Okay, these 4 white candles is tapped into. It hasn't hit 79% Fibonacci yet, which is right about close to the top of this fair value, somewhere between the top of this wick and fair value. So I enter like right around here, somewhere within these 5 pips. Stop loss is at, right here is where it was, 79% Fibonacci. If it hits that, I'm figuring it's breaking structure. It's a good risk reward. I trade down to these lows, okay? This most previous low, the swing low, which in hindsight seemed like a good idea, right? But we can't forget our CPI news candle, which is right here. It retraced off of that low and shot up, and I took it with like $165. I took my profit, and turns out it would have just smoked my shit, and I would have hit the entire fucking trade. Barbecue chicken, we're going to fucking Florida tonight. But so my mistakes on the day are being too jumpy on taking my profit, not trusting the process, not trusting what I thought in my head, which is okay. We still ended up 376. That's perfectly fine. We ended up on the day. There's nothing to be mad about. We should be proud of today. We learned. It's a good day. But from now on, I've got it written in my journal. We're gonna quit taking impulsive. We're gonna quit being impulsive in the trade. We're gonna let it run. We're gonna move our stop losses rather than just exit the trade. We're gonna have our limits, our TPs. We're gonna have a couple TPs. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna manage our take profits and stop losses better rather than impulsively exiting a trade. So that's like the rundown of today. Was a good day, but got a lot to work on.